In the relentless pace of our daily lives, it's easy to feel as though we are drowning in a sea of stress and uncertainty. Yet, there is a way to find calm amidst the storm, a path to inner peace that has stood the test of time. Imagine this. Despite everything life throws at you, the pressures of work, personal conflicts, unexpected challenges, you can remain firm, unshaken, and serene. This is not a distant dream. It is the very essence of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that teaches us how to master our emotions and reactions to live a more fulfilled life. Today, we delve into the heart of Stoicism, exploring 10 timeless principles that can transform how you navigate life's inevitable currents. These are not abstract theories, but practical tools you can apply every day to build resilience and forge an unbreakable inner strength. Whether you're navigating a difficult relationship, feeling overwhelmed by responsibility, or simply seeking a deeper sense of purpose, the wisdom of Stoicism offers profound insights to help you thrive. Stay with me as we journey through these powerful teachings, from discovering how to maintain a firm purpose to mastering the art of emotional control. Each principle is a stepping stone toward a life where external events no longer dictate your inner peace. By the end of our time together, you will have the knowledge to cultivate a state of calm and confidence, no matter what comes your way. So let us embark on this transformative journey together and discover how the ancient wisdom of Stoicism can help you achieve unshakable tranquility and true happiness. If you find value in what we are building here, I ask only that you join our community by subscribing and stay with us for every step of this exploration. Principle number 1, a firm purpose. Imagine setting sail on a vast ocean without a clear destination. You would drift aimlessly, a vessel at the mercy of every shift in the wind and wave. This is what life feels like without a firm purpose, directionless and vulnerable. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus emphasized the profound importance of having clear, unwavering purposes. This is not a mere philosophical musing, it is a call to action. When you possess a firm purpose, you hold a compass that guides you through life's tumultuous seas. This purpose does not simply appear. It is crafted in moments of deep reflection on what truly matters to you. It transcends career goals or personal achievements, reaching into the core principles and values you wish to dedicate your life to. What do you stand for? What kind of person do you aspire to become? These are the questions that illuminate the path to your purpose. Once you identify it, this purpose becomes an anchor, grounding you amidst the chaos. Life will inevitably throw challenges your way, but with a firm purpose, these challenges are transformed. They cease to be insurmountable mountains and become mere stepping stones on your path. A firm purpose is not found by chance. It is the result of deliberate, honest reflection. You must dig deep into your soul, past superficial desires, to discover your true north. This may require reevaluating your life's direction, shedding old habits, or embracing new perspectives. It is a continuous process of self-discovery. Once you have found this purpose and ingrained it in your heart, you must apply diligence to protect and nurture it. This means perseverance, a steadfast commitment. It is about showing up every day, especially when the journey is difficult. Remember, a firm purpose is not just a destination. It is a guiding light, a beacon in the night that offers security and stability. When life's whirlwinds threaten to pull you off course, your purpose is the lifeline that keeps you from sinking. This is the power of Stoicism, a profound understanding of will and determination. As Epictetus reminds us, our true power lies in our commitment to our purpose, regardless of external obstacles. In the light of this philosophy, nothing can shake your resilient spirit. So, take the time to reflect. Write down your purpose, internalize it, and let it guide you. It will be your anchor, your beacon and your unwavering guide through the storms of life. Principle number 2, guarding your mind. When someone offends us, the natural impulse is to feel hurt, to retaliate. But it is here that Stoicism offers a powerful lesson. Our emotions are the result of our thoughts, our personal perspectives. This means we hold the power to choose how we respond to any situation. Instead of letting an offense overwhelm us, we can see it as an opportunity to strengthen our patience and self-awareness. Think of it as building a mental fortress. Each time you resist the urge to react impulsively, you lay another stone, reinforcing the walls of your composure. This control of the mind is not just a skill. It is an art that requires daily practice. Begin with small habits. Set achievable goals for each day. Every time you accomplish one, no matter how minor, you build self-confidence and reinforce your command over your own mind. As you realize you have the power to choose your reactions, you will become more resilient, less swayed by the tides of negative emotion. Consider the baker who dedicates each day to perfecting their craft. They are not swayed by excessive praise or harsh criticism. Their focus is singular, improving their skill. This dedication grants them true freedom and inner peace. In the same way, by guarding your mind against external influences, you can focus on your own growth. Guarding your mind also means setting boundaries. Be as mindful of what you allow into your mental space as you would be about letting refuse into your home. Do not permit negative thoughts, toxic people, or harmful media to clutter your mind. Instead, surround yourself with positive influences that uplift and inspire you. Stoicism is not just a classical discipline. It is a powerful tool for modern life. By learning to command our minds and handle our emotions with maturity, we can achieve genuine peace in a volatile world. This is not about suppressing emotion, but understanding it, and then responding in a way that aligns with our deepest values. A practical technique is mindfulness or meditation. These practices create a crucial space between a stimulus and your response. In that space lies your freedom. By regularly practicing mindfulness, you train your mind to observe without reacting, giving you true sovereignty over your emotional world. Remember, guarding your mind is a lifelong journey. It is about consistently choosing to focus on what you can control, your thoughts, your responses, your attitude. It is about rejecting the role of a victim and embracing the power of being the creator of your own experience. Principle number 3, handling criticism. Epictetus taught that we cannot control the opinions or actions of others, but we can always control how we react to them. This means that even when someone's words are harsh, we possess the power to decide how deeply they will affect us. Differing opinions and sharp words are inevitable. What truly matters is how we process them. The first step is to know yourself deeply. When you have a clear understanding of your own motivations and the reasons behind your actions, the sting of criticism fades. If you know you are acting in accordance with your values, the negative words of others become less significant. This self-awareness is the bedrock upon which you build your resilience. When faced with criticism, instead of reacting defensively, take a moment to pause. Reflect. Ask yourself if there is a kernel of truth in the words. Sometimes even the harshest feedback contains a valuable insight that can help us grow. This doesn't mean you must accept all criticism as valid, but being open to considering it shows maturity and a commitment to learning. Stoicism also teaches the importance of patience and gentleness. Patience allows us to maintain our composure and not react hastily. Gentleness helps us preserve our relationships, even in disagreement. By practicing both, we can handle criticism without letting it disrupt our inner peace. Handling criticism also involves cultivating emotional fortitude. This is not about becoming indifferent, but about building resilience. It's about understanding that criticism is often not about you at all. Sometimes people criticize because of their own insecurities, frustrations, or misunderstandings. By recognizing this, you can depersonalize the critique and protect your self-worth. Remember the freedom that is central to Stoic philosophy. You have the power to choose your response. You can choose to take what is useful and discard the rest. This selective approach allows you to grow without being weighed down by negativity. Ultimately, handling criticism with grace can inspire others. When people see you respond with composure and a willingness to learn, they will admire your strength. You become a living example of resilience and emotional intelligence. Principle number 4. Transforming offense. Epictetus taught a liberating truth. What frightens and dismays us is not events themselves, but how we think about them. When someone offends you, it is not their words that wound you, but your own perception of those words. The power to be hurt lies entirely within you, which means the power to heal lies there as well. This principle shifts control from the external world to your inner world. Transforming an offense isn't about denying your feelings. It is natural to feel a sting of anger or hurt. Stoicism teaches us to acknowledge these emotions without being controlled by them. It is about creating a space between the event and your reaction. In that space lies your freedom. One practical way to do this is through cognitive reframing. When you feel offended, try to look at the situation from a different angle. Ask yourself what you can learn from the experience. This doesn't mean you must agree with the offender. It means you choose to extract a lesson and grow stronger from the encounter. Stoicism also emphasizes empathy. When someone offends you, try to imagine what they might be going through. This perspective can help you respond with compassion rather than anger. It is not about excusing their behavior, but about understanding our shared, flawed human condition. Another powerful technique is forgiveness. Holding on to resentment is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. By choosing to forgive, you free yourself from the burden of negative emotion. Forgiveness is not a gift to the other person. It is a gift you give yourself. Principle number 5. Overcoming fear and shame. Just as we assign meaning to an offense, we also create fear and shame within our own souls. These emotions are not inherent in situations. They are products of our interpretations. Once we understand this, we can begin to change how we respond to them. Fear often arises from the unknown. Stoicism teaches us to face our fears directly. Instead of avoiding what scares you, examine it. Ask yourself, what precisely am I afraid of? When you break a fear down into its specific components, it begins to lose its power. By facing your fears and preparing for them, you build confidence. Each time you act in spite of fear, you chip away at its dominance until it becomes manageable. Shame often stems from past mistakes or societal pressures. Stoicism teaches us to confront shame with courage and self-compassion. It is about accepting our imperfections and learning from our experiences rather than being defined by them. Reflect on a past mistake that brings you shame. Understand why it happened. How can you use this experience to become a better person? This process transforms shame from a source of self-loathing into a valuable lesson. A crucial part of this is self-forgiveness. Holding on to shame keeps you trapped. By forgiving yourself, you release that heavy burden and allow yourself to move forward. And remember the importance of community. Share your fears and feelings with trusted friends or mentors. Opening up can be liberating, offering new perspectives and the strength that comes from knowing you are not alone. Principle number 6. Anticipating obstacles. The Stoics suggested that by envisioning potential difficulties on our path, We prepare ourselves to face them with calm and clarity. This is not about pessimism or expecting the worst. It is about being realistic and ready. When you anticipate obstacles, you are not caught by surprise when they appear. Instead, you have already considered possible solutions and prepared your response. A practical way to do this is through a technique called premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of adversity. This involves taking time to visualize potential challenges and considering how you would navigate them. For example, before an important presentation, you might imagine technical difficulties or tough questions. By envisioning these scenarios, you can plan your responses and diminish the shock if they occur. This practice builds mental resilience. When you have mentally rehearsed handling difficulties, you are far less likely to be thrown off balance. You become more adaptable and capable of maintaining your composure, a hallmark of the Stoic mind. Anticipating obstacles also fosters flexibility. Life rarely goes exactly as planned, and rigid expectations lead to disappointment. By accepting that plans may change, you remain agile and can adjust your course as needed. This adaptability is crucial for navigating life's uncertainties with grace. It is also important to maintain a balanced perspective. While considering potential difficulties, you must also recognize your strengths and resources. Acknowledge the skills, knowledge, and support you possess that can help you overcome any challenge. This balanced approach ensures that you are prepared without becoming anxious. Finally, anticipating obstacles helps build patience and perseverance. When you know that challenges are an inevitable part of the journey, you develop a long-term mindset that values persistence over immediate success, turning every obstacle into an opportunity for growth. This practice fortifies your emotional core, allowing you to remain calm and centered, even when faced with life's inevitable storms. This brings us to our seventh principle, the cultivation of inner strength and our response to the world. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus famously taught, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This simple yet profound statement captures the very essence of inner fortitude. Our true power is not found in bending the world to our will, but in mastering the world within ourselves. When adversity strikes, be it the sting of criticism from a friend or an unexpected setback, we possess the ultimate freedom, the freedom to choose our response. And it is this choice that defines our character and shapes the course of our lives. This inner strength is cultivated through deliberate self-awareness. It begins with recognizing your emotions without allowing them to sweep you away. This isn't about suppression, it is about observation. By understanding the roots of your feelings and identifying your emotional triggers, you gain the power to manage your reactions. This self-awareness is the first step. From there, Stoicism teaches us the crucial distinction between what is within our control and what is not. We cannot control the actions or opinions of others, but we can always control our own attitudes and responses. By focusing our energy here, on the domain of our own choices, we conserve our strength and release unnecessary stress. This strength is also expressed through forgiveness. Holding on to grudges is like carrying a heavy stone. It drains our energy and clouds our judgment. Forgiveness is not about condoning harmful acts, but about releasing their hold over us. In forgiving, we free ourselves from the burden of bitterness and create space for healing and growth. This practice, over time, builds resilience. Life is a series of ups and downs, and setbacks are guaranteed. The Stoics sees these moments not as failures, but as opportunities to forge character. Each challenge is a chance to practice perseverance, fortifying your inner resolve until you become adaptable and steady amidst life's fluctuations. And we do not build this strength in isolation. Stoicism encourages us to seek support in our communities. Surround yourself with those who uplift and inspire you. Engage in conversations that expand your thinking. If you have a spiritual practice, draw upon it for guidance. These external pillars reinforce our inner foundation. So too does the practice of gratitude. By shifting your focus from what you lack to what you have, you foster a resilient and positive mindset. Even in the darkest of times, there is something to be grateful for. Finally, true strength embraces vulnerability. To acknowledge your fears and insecurities is not a weakness, it is a profound act of humanity. By confronting these parts of yourself with courage and compassion, you transform them into sources of power. This self-acceptance is the bedrock of a life lived with authenticity and confidence. Our eighth principle builds upon this foundation, the art of restraining our actions. This is not about becoming emotionless. It is about acknowledging every feeling that arises, but refusing to let it dictate your behavior. It is about creating a sacred pause, a space between the stimulus of the world and your response to it. In that space lies your power to reflect and to choose the most reasoned course of action. Consider the simple act of driving in heavy traffic. Another driver cuts you off, and your immediate impulse might be a surge of anger. Instead of acting on that impulse, the Stoic pauses. Will leaning on the horn or shouting improve the situation? Almost certainly not. By choosing to remain calm, you maintain mastery over your emotions and your experience, preserving your own peace. This discipline extends to the pursuit of our goals. In a world that prizes instant gratification, Stoicism teaches the value of patience. By delaying immediate rewards to work toward a long-term vision, we cultivate discipline and resilience. This restraint is also vital in how we communicate. In a heated discussion, it is easy to let emotion take over and speak words we will later regret. The Stoic practices restraint. Before you speak, consider the impact of your words. Are they constructive? Do they reflect your core values? By speaking mindfully, you build stronger, more respectful relationships. This practice requires conscious effort. It might mean setting personal boundaries, practicing daily mindfulness, or developing new habits that support your higher self. It is about acting according to reason, not impulse. When faced with a significant decision, take the time to gather information, weigh the consequences, and see how the choice aligns with your values. This reasoned approach leads to better outcomes and a deeper sense of control. Restraint is not passivity. It is deliberate, intentional action, guided by the understanding that we are responsible for the consequences of our choices. This leads us to the ninth principle, a cornerstone of Stoic thought: the power of acceptance. Acceptance is not surrender. It is the essential first step toward effective action. When we fight against reality, we exhaust our energy and create our own suffering. Imagine losing a job. It is natural to feel the weight of uncertainty and distress. But by truly accepting the situation, you liberate your mind to focus on what comes next, updating your resume, reaching out to your network, or exploring an entirely new path. This proactive mindset allows you to navigate the challenge with clarity and grace. Acceptance is a skill, and it can be cultivated through practices like mindfulness and meditation. These disciplines train you to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment, allowing you to accept each moment as it is, with all its imperfections. This is not about giving up. It is about finding strength in adversity. It is about asking, what can I learn from this? How can this experience make me stronger? This shift in perspective transforms obstacles into stepping stones. It also involves letting go of the corrosive pursuit of perfectionism. By accepting that imperfection is part of the human experience, we can appreciate our efforts and progress without the constant stress of falling short. This extends to our relationships as well. By accepting people as they are, rather than demanding they meet our expectations, we create space for more harmonious and authentic connections. The great Stoic philosophers spoke of a final, unifying principle, living in accordance with nature. At its heart, this is a call to live authentically, in deep harmony with the universe and our own rational, social being. This journey begins with profound self-awareness, a clear understanding of who we are, what we value, and what purpose guides us. By knowing our own nature, we can make choices that resonate with our truest selves. Living in accordance with nature means accepting its cycles. Just as the seasons change, our lives move through phases of growth, stability, decline, and renewal. To accept this flow is to move through life with greater ease. It means cultivating the virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, allowing them to guide our decisions. And as social beings, it means recognizing our connection to others, practicing empathy, and contributing to the well-being of our community. It is a call to embrace simplicity, stripping away the excess to focus on what truly matters: meaningful relationships, personal growth, and a quiet appreciation for the present moment. It is about being grateful for what we have and mindful of our impact on the world around us. As we conclude our journey through these timeless principles, hold this truth close. True power is not found in controlling the world around you, but in mastering the world within you. Embrace this ancient wisdom. Let it be a compass that guides you toward a life of profound inner peace, unshakable resilience, and deep fulfillment. Thank you for joining us at Stoic Journal. If this reflection has served you, we invite you to explore one of the other journeys suggested on your screen. Until next time, stay strong, stay grounded, and continue your path to wisdom.